hello there. I'm Rolf, and you're watching Getting It Hot with Rolf. How's that work? Say my name twice. It sounds rather nice. On the menu today, we're doing pork loin sandwiches. I call them elephant ears, because that's what I grew up calling them. And some days I gotta let out my inner child. I'm making elephant ears. In the bag, we're starting off with a full sleeve of saltines that we are going to break up. And I do them this way, but that's causing the camera to shake a lot. So let's try using a rolling pin. No, that's still shaking the camera, so sorry. It'll be over fast. Some people like to put them in a blender and stuff like that. I don't own a blender. I used to own a blender. Sat in the cabinet all the time. Never blended anything. Alright. A little bit more. About like so, should be fine. Now we're going to add panko seasoned breadcrumbs, about an equal amount. Let's see if we can get them over to the side there so we can estimate. Oh yeah, about the rest of what's in here. Go for it. The pankos give it a nice crunch. And mix that up well. That should be fine. Let's go for the flour next. In my bowl here I have about 2.5 cups of flour. I'm doing a bunch of these. So you, if you're doing, say you're only doing 2, about a cup of flour should probably do it. To my flour I'm going to add some seasoning. I'm not seasoning the meat directly. The breadcrumbs have the saltines and that's carrying your salt. So I'm going to be using Hogs Barbecue, the barbecue rub. This is the same stuff I use on my when I smoke spare ribs. Sometimes I use this, sometimes I use my own mix. But I figure this will give it a nice bite. And we're going to use, maybe about 3 tablespoons. Or a little bit more. Whisk that together. That should be fine. And next, I've taken the liberty of cracking 2 eggs into my bowl, and I have about 1/3 of a cup of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, you say? Well, it's got eggs and oil and seasoning already in it. It makes it a nice creamy mix, and let's fork it together. I use Duke's mayonnaise. Love that stuff. You know what a handy tip might be? Especially with the Dukes. If you store it upright, like so, there's too much air up at the top and it starts turning yellow. If you store it upside down, give it a few shakes after you close it, it doesn't turn yellow anymore. There's your helpful hint today. different style bowl would make this a lot easier. But I'm not going to bore you with this. I'll finish this up off camera. It's getting there. Un momento. I forgot to grab my gloves. The doctor is in. Let's get a couple of paper towels, dry that off a little bit. Do the same with this piece. Okay, just let it soak up the juice. Using this knife at the moment. Using a flexible blade, fillet blade. I want to see if we can get off the silver skin. Without taking too much of the meat. Oh, that's a chunk of meat there. Take your time doing this. Nobody wants silver skin. I believe I just stabbed my finger too. See a little piece of the glove sitting there. Never claimed to be a chef. I just make stuff that tastes good. So that's what it's all about, right? And I enjoy doing it. Alright. Let me finish cleaning these up and I'll be right back. Okay, these are cleaned up. The egg wash is mixed up good. We're going to cut these into about equal sizes. This one's got some going on here. We can live with that. We'll just cut them open a little bit here. Give him a little bit extra. Now you can do this different ways. You can just take them, start pounding them down like so. It's no fun. You can Just kind of cut them round and unroll it. And then pound it down from there. If you cut smaller pieces, say like an inch and a half, 2 inches, you cut it in half and butterfly it and just pound it down, pretty much end up like that. Let's do it this way today. You don't want to get it too thin. This guy, I don't know what I'm going to do with. How about we go like so, and then make a right turn, and come back this way. Like so. Then what I'm going to do, I got a 2.5 gallon baggie. Spread out a bit. And the camera is no doubt going to be shaking all over the place. So I'm probably going to cut out a bunch of this instead of making you all seasick. But we're going to get started so you can get the idea. Let's move you over a little bit. Then you want the texture side. There's some texture so it can pick up the flour, the egg, breadcrumbs. There you have it. Right, about 1/4 inch thick. You're going to have thin spots, you're going to have thicker spots. It's okay. It'll cook up fine. I'm just going to throw that right into the flour and continue with this. And when I'm done with these guys, I'll be back. Okay, so let's get this floured up. Shake off the excess. Bring this into view. Do the egg wash. Shake off the excess. Bring in the breadcrumbs, or our cracker crumbs. And press them in. I want them going anyway. And onto a plate. Alright, I believe our next stop is going to be out at the grill. Well, actually, we're not going on the grill. We're doing a camp stove today, propane camp stove. And we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we're ready to get this into the oil. And you always go away from yourself, avoid the splatter. Only running about maybe a ½ inch of oil in here. Canola. We're looking to make it golden brown. You don't have to worry too much about temperature. Because it's thin and it's going to cut pretty quickly. Tray would be helpful. Some paper towels on the tray would be even more helpful. Next. Well, you've seen how that's done. I'll be back and make up some sandwiches in a little bit. Okay, let's make a sandwich. We're using onion and poppy seed buns today. You get some mayo on the bottom. Need some lettuce. Slice of tomato. Need to get rid of the top. We take our elephant here and center it on that bun. I'm going for some spicy brown mustard. Some pickles down. Some onion. And top it off with some tame jalapeno. Bring a little heat to it. Not too much. Now, how do you eat this? How do you eat any elephant? One bite at a time. Hope you enjoyed the video, folks. Thanks for watching. And as always, have a great day.